A large amount of people pushing inside of Art right now, but Corey, he's got to hold that down. Astra is going to be able to smoke with the flank coming out from the sky, and it's already shut down by Zoms with the frenzy. It did take a little bit of damage, but it's up to Rossi, who's up in the front, able to get down Whippy, but this is what we like to see from Pistol Round. 2 kills down on this Viper. TSM in a great position, but now we have GMD wanting to hold that back. It gets a spike down and a pick. Penny with the trade, but here comes another flashbang, but it's enough. That's what we like to see, making this a 2 against 2, but there's 7. He's got the headhunter. He's going to body it, but here we have Zoms in that 1v2. The spike is down, and he's going to have to try to lurk around here to get some kills. Honestly, this is a very interesting strategy for them. They've already lost so many people in that mid location and that B link, but can we see this man try to clutch it up, Zichi?
I don't know if he can. The cross currently being held by Version1 is so difficult to get across. Rossi is in a good position to be that first man in contact unless Zoms takes that quick left here, and it looks like Rossi will be that one trying to take first contact. The smoke going to come out, and Zoms knowing that he might have a possible flank coming through, and time is against him at the moment. He needs to get moving in order to get possibly onto this A or B side, but he goes for the bomb. He's able to pick up 1. Oh my goodness, but 7. He's going to finish it off. A beautifully played headshot 7 early. It's detrimental to his economy in all of these future rounds, but regardless, that single pick is going to halt Version1 towards the safe side once again, where Rossi's going to get taken out. Corey as well.
Zoms.
Beautiful play by Zoms to find that entry 2K.
We gotta say that was definitely what you like to see, but oh, not the flick available. And Xander now gets himself the operator. Just as you were saying, it's a risky buy, especially when you're pushing all the way inside of main. Gonna get dropped by that Viper, but it's a 2 against 4, and this is gonna be having to had a retake here for these players, but with an op in the hands of Zoms, I don't know if they have much of a chance with Sabrosa still lurking inside a spawn, while Astra is kind of waiting for his teammate to finally make some noise, maybe get up here. GMD doing the best that he can, but honestly, with enough util, he might be able to get it halfway, and maybe we could see a clutch, but it's definitely risky.
That's those snake bites already beginning to come out. Penny with the aggressive. Sprosa going to be able to pick up 1, but there's the operator in play. Zoms going to find himself to 3K, and GMD, the last man back, only has a bulldog. He will be able to find 1 exchange, but there's Zoms finding the 4K. Welcome to MCT, as he had himself a beautiful round to Nation, but a possible large flank incoming here, Edu.
Oh, 7 though gets Penny down. Clean shot right through that one way, but Spike is going to go down for V1. This is exactly what we like to see, but they have to rotate around. We're not going to see the Viper pick dropping onto the site, being able to hold that down. Corey with his teammate Rossi able to try to keep pushing forward, but the operator in the hands of Whippy is going to get a pick. Corey, he only has a stinger right now, so getting any amount of damage is all you kind of ask for. Sabrosa on the flank is able to take down Whippy and that operator. GMD also there. Zoms is going to get shut down. It's now a 2 against 2, but what a pick again. It's all up to this man, but Xander, he's down.
I completely agree. Such an aggressive push-up from Sabrosa. Corey able to pick up 1. Effys does find the exchange, and Sabrosa there to back him.
I mean, 7 gets a trade over on that A point, but honestly, that was such a great amount of trades in mid for Effys getting himself that 2K, but in a 3 against 3, it's all about how they can finally get through this B link. It's been their struggle so far for V1, but Effys, he's not ready to give it up. He's wanting to get this. He has that spike in hand, and it looks like we're actually going to see a rotate coming out from V1 over on that B ramp side. While, you know, if they can get on there, that's going to be a secure point for them, but it's all about how we can see this push going forward. They're being extra cautious. They don't know if there's anybody lurking around. We've seen people like Sabrosa sitting inside of cubbies all the time, and V1's kind of worried that maybe somebody else on TSM is going to rock that same kind of energy. But slowly pushing in here, we have 45 seconds remaining on the clock, and a huge flank developing over by TSM side on that rotate. But
I thought Effys was going to pull the nightmare.
I think he is. I think he's just waiting for his team, but that's wait is giving so much opportunity for Rossi on the flank, and that's one. And is he gonna get 2? He is. Xander able to get the trade, but the flank from TSM. They just spent so much time in.
They're gonna have to fight out.
Honestly, they gotta try to push in here. Xander is gonna be full blind, pushing into hallway, but you know they can try to get this spike down. The ultimate coming out from Zoms, trying to split the site in half. is going to give him enough space to plant this bomb. Honestly, a decent play, but it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. It's more just a glorified smoke. At that point, we see the Astral Divide splitting him up, but Corey, he's got the showstopper, and wow, it actually is going to get evaded by a TP away. Rossi able to get Penny down, and Xander hugging right next to this wall, wants to try to see if Sabrosa is going to be a little ego here and push out, but he's not seeing anything. Luckily, there's going to be a full gun down from V1, leaving only 7 in his operator to try to hold it, and Zombs, he doesn't care what this wall says. The only thing dividing is
Tour de Force ready to find that entry pick to deny this A-side push.
well, looks like he can't use that sort of force anymore because KO is a character. Now, 7 trying to hold that back while Effys and Rossi go for a little bit of a trade. 1 for each team, but Sabrosa spraying through that smoke is going to get the pick onto Xander. No more Viper, but luckily, you know, they have enough rotates from the initiators to try to get onto a different site. But Zombs, he's kind of anchoring in main right now, looking for that pick, while GMD being very aggressive inside of mid, over by that Art connector, waiting for these two to peek him, and he's going to get 1 and 2! The spray down from GMD. We've actually seen V1 take onto A, and here, finally, the initiation going through, everybody going out, but it's a little bit late. The ultimates are coming in, and GMD is going to get the trade. Luckily, though, Whippy is there for his teammate, and now it's up to Corey, who's hugging this site, ready to push in, tries to find the bomb at all, and he's just gonna hear Zombs. It almost gets him in the back, but Effys, he knows his teammate. Whippy up inside of Flowers gets 1. Sabrosa is gonna get the trade, but he pulls his knife out, and Effys gets it, leaving only Rossi, who gets 1 in a 1v1. Can he try to clutch? Needs to get this bomb defused, needs to get Effys down, and he can't. V1 Effys is the player you want on this team.
Oh, heavily ultimates going over towards version 1 at the moment, where it's just that Divide and Seekers ready for TSM. But if you do want major defensive ultimates, those are the ones that you want at your beck and call.
I mean, you have so many different utils to try to get through here. Penny has to be the person to open the door. If you can manage to get that Astra down, perfect use of the knife, but Whippy wanting to push in. Corey is hugging this box. The nade's coming out in a nightmare there, but Corey with the 2K down, tries to go for a 3rd, and Xander's gonna say, no, not you today. But GMD, he knows how to spray that down with the Vandal. That's the 2nd time. Hitting again behind another box. This man loves his boxes, and he's ready to try to get in here for the pick, but they're not even gonna try to push him on this side. It's going to be an ultimate, the null command, the ultimate to push him back into dugout. What is happening while Rossi is holding this right behind? And there we go, GMD managing to get 1. The spike is going down, and attackers, they're in a great position here. Already 10 HP remaining on Rossi, and he's going to get shut down by Whippy. Corey, you have to try to get some trades off for your teammates, but it's so hard when you're just covered in that smoke. Sabrosa inside of Art, looking for another pick here, sends a dog over, and there we go. 7 finally holding the W key, getting himself on. We do see a Molotov gonna split the site, and now 7 very aggro, just has to swing out, and he's gonna swing, and he's gonna get 2. 7 with Corey for the final trade, and that's gonna end this half.
You try to gain information back site and play off of it when you have somebody like Sky send in that dog, send in a deep flash, but we're just gonna be fighting it outside of mid.
I mean, pistol round, that's how you want to do it. You want to be very aggro in middle, but Rossi doesn't care how aggro you are. He's able to get 2 down, leaving 7. Who is the chamber? He's got 6 rounds in his headhunter and only 2 opponents, which means if he plays this slow, he actually can get the spike for himself because they just walked away. They're right now sitting inside a lobby looking for any kind of info. But right now, 7, he's slowly moving forward, very methodical in how he's checking his corners, definitely what you'd like to see, but he's going to just get the spike for free and walk away. I don't think that Whip Your Effys even knows. This is an amazing round coming out here so far, but 7, he's got this. He wants to get to that B site, and the defensive team, V1, they're none the wiser. They have no idea what's going on. The spike, they haven't even checked if it's still even there right now. They're just waiting for 7 to appear around a corner that he will never show up at.
Effy's still sitting at just 1 shot here. 7 has this headhunter in hand, 6 bullets available. If he could get himself a cheeky bomb plant, find a position outside of elbow, find the first pick onto Effys, then he might be able to set himself up nicely. Effys does have a decent amount of utility left, though. He has 1 seeker available, the eye to go back sight, and if he does get caught outside of elbow with that eye, it could be the death of him, but regardless, it's going to be Effys throwing it out. Does it spot him? No, it doesn't. A 7 has the timing, but Whippy shuts him down.
I mean, we kind of need to see that because, yes, mid control is very important on the map of Pearl, but if you can't actually launch yourself from that new midpoint, you're just going to get shut down. And Effie is whipping a shot. Corey getting the trade off. This is their buy round. These are the large rifles you like to see. Spike is going to get planted right in front of the cafe. And now it's an attacker advantage. They already have one life above, but in a 5 against 4, what can this defensive team do outside of just going in one at a time, trying to get some util? And honestly, Penny, though, that's the initiator you love to see, able to get one onto Corey and a Vandal in her hands. But let's see this rotate coming out. Sub-Rosa has to hold this anger, but he's getting swung from both, but his teammates are with him. He's able to get 2, but there we go. It's up to 7 and this Viper to hold it back. There's one pick for 7. Penny swings out, getting it, making this a 1 against 1, but with only 12 HP, it's up to how 7 can hold it, and he's gonna pull out a classic. The dog from Sub-Rosa not able to get a whole lot of info. They know that there is going to be a Viper in B-Link, but Corey, sitting behind this pillar, wants to try to push out. I love that he's being the most aggressive. It's kind of what you like to see from a duelist, but he only has a Sheriff, so if he's gonna get in here, he's got to be the most accurate he's ever been before. And now we see the Astral Divide splitting the site. The ultimates are coming out. This is what we love to see from the controllers, splitting up the site, making sure that these V1 players cannot now touch them. But Spike needs to go down, and they're just going to be hugging this with 7, waiting out this Molotov, getting in there and taking a little bit of damage, going for the spike plant. But now he's going to give it another shot. It's an incredibly patient push, but that's what you kind of have to do, especially since they're waiting out this util. And once it drops, so do the enemies. Zom's getting one, Effie's getting the other. Corey now swinging around it. Unfortunately, the Sheriff is not going to come out on top for him, leaving only 7 again last alive. He's able to try to get one, and he does, but Whippy with the operator shuts him down. Night of Art. But a slow push nonetheless needs to go down here. But Effie's, he knows how to hold these down. He wants to try to get it, and he looks away because the flashbang. Corey, though, not caring. He's going to continue to shoot, get Zoms right through that wall. And honestly, it's just such in a quick amount of time shifted over for this attacking side. And that's what we love to see about the map Pearl. It's very, very fast once a play gets hit. But Sub-Rosa pushing right into 1. Gets that man down. Xander with the trade onto himself. But what is going to happen against Penny here? Needs to push forward. Corey hugging Cafe right on top of the spike. And they don't see him. And he's able to get one before Xander drops him down. But in a 1v2, 2 controllers versus this poor man, the Viper. He's ready to swing out. He spots Rossi. And he's trying to just make some space. But so little time remaining.
It's got to be such an unfortunate post-ban situation. You know that the poles are available. You know that the snake fights are available. Rossi going to be able to finish off. 1 away from that showstopper. As Zom's going for the aggress as that smoke already comes down. Maybe trying to deny this orb. A little bit of information will go a long way here for version 1 at the moment. But he's solo holding a site. He's going to find the instant pick.
And there's the trade. GMD able to get that guy down. But Effie's, he's been able to hold these last time. Maybe not so much, but he's the last hope for this A site, and the dog is gonna actually stun him a lot. He tries to get around. He takes so much damage getting himself into flowers, but with the info given by the Prowler, Penny's able to get 1. Tries to get another, and Penny on the double kill, but there's the flank from Rossi, shut down by Whippy that time, leaving only Sub-Rosa. Anything right now, having to chuck a satchel is the only thing doing damage to that Fade, who's evaded everything so far. Xander, sitting right on top, does not know that there's a man under him, but he does. Sub-Rosa now going down, and this is what we like to see. It's a spike down for these attackers. They've used up all their ultimates. It's just up to how they can now keep this bomb down. But it's gonna be Xander here. He's taking down Sub-Rosa, and he's ready to take down 7 as well. 7 able to get the trade, pick off Penny, but Corey with that flank, he is gonna walk right into a smoke, and they're not even looking at him, but he still can't hit his shots anyways. But that's 7 able to get another kill, and another one. He's not giving up yet. 5 bullets, 1 dream, swinging out right in front of Effie's at 7. He's on a road to an ace, but it doesn't matter. Corey getting the match point. That was such a scuffed round, but it ended up working, especially with the double controller strategy and a lack there of duelists. But that's the nightmare coming out from Effie's, hitting all 5. Now, Zoms, he's ready to push up. He spots 1. He gets a pick on a 7. 7 now going down, but Corey with the trade on the 1. But Zoms, he's not done yet. That's another pick down and an ult. But there's the end of Zoms. But like a Zoms, he's always going to be coming back here. But this is what we like to see. 15 seconds remaining. They have to go for the plant. The defense. This could be the end of the game right here. Corey, he's finally there. But this is Whippy, who's been able to keep his teammates in this game the entire time. And it's all over. Rossi finally getting the blow.
Rossi to find the kill. I completely agree. He was referring to the C9 versus V1 game where map 2, a very dominant 1-4v1 as they're already trying to create a lot of mid-space. Penny going to be able to pick up one as GMD going to be spotted and forced to back away. TSM already on this C site.
Wow, what a shot from Whippy. I mean, that chamber is definitely what you want to worry about if you were TSM, but the spike is down, 3 remaining, and they're getting all the picks they need to. TSM, Subrosa, and Rosie able to get 2, but there's a swing and a miss. That's now all up on the arms of Astra, who needs to try to hold this round together, but he's stuck inside of long right here, and he needs to do what he can with only a frenzy. Spike getting baited with the defusal. Just gotta keep having to peek it, and the frenzy, it's just not the long-range weapon you kind of want to have. He knows how to push this in. He has only 10. They might want to try to bait for his team. Nade's coming out, and this is a perfect position to be if you're Xander, able to get 2 kills with 1 spray. Whippy on the back line gets another, but GMD holding W key, trying to get in here, and it's all over. A flawless round, barely even losing armor.
From Subrosa, he knew that was there, and that's gonna pull the Rolling Thunder for version 1. He baited them. Yes, Zombs finds a pick onto GMD, but regardless, that's a massive ultimate being pulled, and still the time in TSM's favor. Effie's onto another, but Subrosa there to exchange it out.
And wow, Subrosa getting himself 2 kills, really coming into his light right here, getting those picks that he needs for his team, making this a 3 against 3. The only problem, though, is that he has very little util to take this site, and he has to push into Zombs, who's got that Phantom, takes out 1 player, and is ready to try to get 7 here. 7. He's got a newfound operator, and he's ready to try to push in. Both of these 2 players are holding it. Corey's getting 1, but Penny on the spray. 12 seconds remaining. The wall bang from 7, and it's going to be a chamber versus chamber, op versus op. Can it be enough? The spike has to go down right now. 7 knows that and will try to push forward, getting a little bit of distance closed on him, and instead 7 drops his operator, rocking that Vandal, and now he's going to try to swing out, but he's not looking, not checking his corner, and Whippy is going to absolutely crush it. Control, they're going to have to start using something to get them back on the site, either that being a showstopper or just playing beautifully with picks.
Ooh, this is an early divide too. It's gonna allow Penny to get himself into heaven and re-enter with that showstopper. This is setting up perfectly for version 1, and that's gonna be the entry as soon as the concussant flashes come out. Penny gonna enter site with that showstopper available.
And never mind. It's all built up for nothing. Corey getting the 1 tap, but there we have the aftershock getting that kill, and it's now going to be a drop. TSM getting 1, and it's all over though. It's just a 2 for 2, a trade and a trade again. 7 with the Code of Force, able to get 1, leaving only this breach. He tries to swing out, and it's just going to get 1 tap. Honestly, we were really building up that ultimate. He's got a Phantom, and he wants to try to hit Corey. He can't, and unfortunately, it is going to be a big push coming out of Garage with Subrosa on the flank, and I think Zombs understands that, holding it back, but is able to get 1. This is the player that we like to see get those, but right through the smoke. Rossi getting another 1. TSM securing this site, making it a 3 against 3, and they're trying their best.
TSM in a good position to set themselves up for post here as version 1 very spread out. Like I said before, they're really risking it all here economy-wise. This is a must-win, or TSM has an opportunity to find themselves that comeback, and that's going to be the Nightfall as they're committing all their utility to this. Is Rossi just going to throw some information gathering his way, but Penny pushing his way outside of Garage, going to be able to find 1. It's up to Subrosa.
I mean, that's what we kind of like to see. I mean, just all the util, but Subrosa gets it, leaving only GMD. He's got to move fast because the bomb's getting defused, but he has his util sucking them away and trying to make sure that they can't defuse the bomb quite yet. Very little time remaining on the clock. And there we have Penny holding down his teammate. And the jumping classic is just that gun.
Subrosa already trying to deny this. He's 2 away from that Rolling Thunder for himself. We see that showstopper available as well as the Nightfall for TSM. So a lot of ultimates about to be pulled as they do coincide.
Oh, wow, so many ults. I mean, this is kind of what they wanted on attack, but the showstopper's being used up right now, and Subrosa and 7, they're just absolutely shredding these poor players, but GMD on the flank, he's able to get 1, but not 2. 7 gets the other with the operator, leaving only Effie's in a 1v4. So that 1 tap onto Xander, but they're just all together holding that down, and it's just going to be another slow push, but Corey, he's able to get 2. The op from 7 gets Xander. This is what we love seeing, Whippy with the operator, and he whips it. It's all up to him now in a 1 against 4. He's got to save his gun, and he's going to run all.
Xander, but TSM is not waiting for anybody.
You like what we're seeing from Zombs. You're holding that corner, trying to wait for that pick, but there's a spray down with the Stingers. Going to get him a pick, but what a shot from GMD, and Corey holding that side down, and Whippy finally hitting a shot with the operator, pushing them back, but he's already so low. Penny's pushing out into GMD, is going to get shut down. Hey, look, we've seen this position. Going to hit the shot on the showstopper, and the ult's coming out. This is what they've been saving up their ults for. Penny now going forward. is not going to connect the shot, shooting right into the floorboards. Luckily, Zoms is there to get the trade, the stun, all of the util dumping inside of Long. But TSM GMD holding the top here. And wow, Penny with the flash, able to help his teammate out with the kills. And there's another one, Corey, the nades. It's all up to Zoms, who's trying so desperately to push, and it's all over to the nade.
It's all over to the nade.
Around. Rossi holding it back, and is going to get blind. Here comes a Prowler, is spotting 4 people, but Penny with the jumping classic finally shut down. But Rossi, he's not done yet. He's going to get 3 kills. These attackers just can't push in, and it's all over. A 4K with a classic, the free gun. Going right out of grass, looking for that pick on the Whippy. And he's not going to get it. Whippy's going to actually hit his shots and get the pick off on the GMD. The Vandal coming out true. But here we go. Now Penny right behind the smoke. Very aggressive play, forcing Rossi to kind of stay right in front of them. And wow, barely staying alive inside of this Omen smoke. Swings out and finally gets taken out by Penny, leaving only Corey with that Spectre. This is going to be a buy round coming out for V1. So it's about how many weapons you can get.
Sanders Corey going for a fast retake. Is Penny going to be able to pick up 1?
Wow, Corey kind of stuck behind the wall. Whippy is going to get taken down, and Effie is pushing forward, but all the util crushing him down. Zoms ready to go. And let's see what's going to happen here. But he's holding this back, trying to hold it, and he gets one. Xander with the other, but Corey, he's just sticking the bomb down. He doesn't care. He doesn't have to move. It's just going to be a stuck and an easy dub for TSM right there. Subrosa with the 3K.
Single link is going to be open for these crosses. The concuss going to come, and the retake is...
Wow, I mean, 2 kills down to these attackers, and it's all up to Rossi, who gets a spray down of 2, but he can't get Whippy, who is going to hit the headshot at Chamber. And here's the thing, there's still 3 inside of Garage, but Corey, he's got his ultimate up, but he's not going to be able to connect the dots, and there is Penny with the double kill down. The nades, the headshots, the bodies, it's all that he needs, but Sabrosa swinging out, able to try to fight Zoms, get shut down, but Rossi with the spray down. That's the second time we've seen him do this game, and he can't get the 3rd, but now it's up to the Chamber. This is what we love seeing from 7. He has his tour de force available. He has to try to get the 1-taps, but he also does not know where these players could possibly be. He's trying to swing out here, and he is going to get 1-tap by Penny. What a round. Dig a hole. GMD could bring this back if they are just willing. Never mind. Sabrosa's down. There goes the Vandal, but the Sheriff, GMD gets 1. Can he get another? He headshots 2 of them. They're all so low. The comeback mechanics are definitely in motion. Effie's able to get taken down by Rossi. And now that's going to be a beautiful push coming out. Honestly, it's not over yet. GMD picks up the Vandal. He gets the picks. He's ready to keep pushing forward. He wants this for his teammates. And now here we go. It's all up to these defenders to hold this back. They're in this game. The coffin not getting lowered yet. Corey with the Sheriff. This thrifty round is working out, but it's up to Xander with 1 HP. It's an over for them. You know, Zichi, that's why I never really a big fight you want to try to take here. And Zoms forced himself into this spot. But with 7's operator, he's able to take down Penny. But there's still that Omen who has to hold it, and the teleport was for naught when you get down to Subrosa. Let's see what's going to happen here with Xander getting the headshot, and now they're pushing right into it. 7 able to get another pick. He's ready for this, but Whippy, his operator's just bigger than the others, but he's all alone with only 10 HP, and he's down to Corey. TSM bringing this game back. Stun coming out for these players, and it's just, again, a full push onto A. I don't know why they keep pushing in, but it's finally worked out with Penny able to get that trade onto Rossi. But what is this Astra gonna do? GMD gets 1, spots the other on the corner of his eye, and he gets 2, and that's the trades that he needs, making this a 3 against 3, and the retake potential is massive. Xander ready to try to push in, get that pick, but Sabrosa has the flank right now.
It's in such a good spot.
He's the bait, and he sees it. The trigger discipline, able to get himself 1, waiting for anybody else, but Xander ready to peek this operator. And the headshot. Xander's going down. It's up to this man. He's all alone, and that's going to be a match point advantage given over to TSM. The comeback has been
to create a little bit of pressure. He has the Rolling Thunder available and the Showstopper available for TSM as well.
Oh, wow. Rossi able to get that pick on a 1, and there's the Rolling Thunder getting another trade. This is looking very well for these defenders, but it's not over yet. We don't put the coffin in the ground, Zichi. We wait for the final blow, the final shot. But who is going to hit it today? Because this could go into game 3, or it could be ended because Whippy's not turning around, and he needs to try to push in here with his teammates. He has all 3 of them together. He wants to try to get this for his teammates, but it's all about how they work together. And Sabrosa pulling that knife out. He loves his knife. Definitely going to be toying with that right while he's watching these guys push him. And he's just going to say, hello, I'm going to walk away. The confidence just exuding from this man, as now Effys has to try to push in.
He is the only anchor onto this side. If he gets caught out early, it's a lot of utility being lost for this retake for TSM. The Paranoia going to come out, but the combustion to follow it to delay this push, and it's going to be V1. One piece of utility to come out for TSM, and they fold and decide to back away. As Sabrosa, just one utility usage just made them back off. There's not enough time for a full rotation, so they're going to have to go for that A-side re-hit, and now TSM is stacked in the area.
And wow, flashbang coming out, but Corey, he's got the showstopper to end the show today. Wants to push up, and he hits it, but the teleport away. The Rosa ults are always popping, but there's Rosa himself getting the kill. Corey gets the other, leaving only no time, and it's gonna be GG for this. TSM takes it.
TSM takes map 2 and the series from version 1. The